Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Vanilla Minecraft with Arturio Emerys. So since last I recorded, I didn't want to finish the zombie spawner off camera, so I've been doing cosmetic things to the base here. So all of this may look quite a bit different. I made some stairs up here, and I've gone through most of this and kind of cleaned out anything or most anything that could be useful, and figured out that this is apparently a slime spawn chunk, which may be useful at some point. You know, slime is something I'll need for setting up the zombie spawner. And this is the area where the spawner was, or is. So as you can see, I've done quite a bit. Changed things around and made it a bit more habitable. And I also went and put Depth Strider and Aqua Affinity on my helm and my boots. And I have this little access to the ocean here. And I can't stay out here forever, but I can stay out here for a while. And this is where the rise chamber for the zombie spawner is going to be. So the ladders there keep the water out and, you know, make it pretty convenient for going through. And I may have taken my buckets somewhere else. So let's just grab a couple here. And I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way. Oh, the other thing I did was I did get a Silk Touch book, so I added it to the pick. And I actually have used this a lot. I think I've repaired it twice so far. We'll talk about all that in a later episode. All right, we'll grab some water here. So I've already put some of the signs. Oh, actually, I guess I put all of the signs. Okay. That means I am going to need some blocks. And I don't know exactly how many I'm going to need, so let's just make a bunch. I'm going to do that and put some water there. Do I have any ladders? I may not have any ladders. I may need to make some. I have a few. Let's make some ladders. There. Yeah, that should be enough. And we'll put these sticks back. And let's see what we can do. All right, so this is where the zombies will get pushed by the water there. And you put water source block here, and the signs will hold it in place. Let's see. I don't need the fortune pick. This is a little bit tedious to do this. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that's okay. Fix in a minute. All right, we'll put a block there and a block there. And then water will go there. And this is where it starts to get a little tricky. That's why I put that water source block there, so that as I climb up, I'll have to come back and get more water buckets from time to time. Okay, like this. Water bucket there. And yeah, okay, we're cool. Oop. Let's see. How many more do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 more. So let's just get those. And we'll put a ladder here to get back up as we go. And then this ladder will get torn out at some point. Let's see. Now I need to leave, yeah, that makes it kind of dark in here, so I'll have to put a few torches. A bit in a pain to do this, but it will be worth it when I'm done. Let's see. Now this is what's called a water elevator, and you know, these have been around for a long time. So if you haven't seen these before, let me just explain how they work. You see how my bubbles are appearing and disappearing? So as I drop down, the mobs will get pushed by the water flow into here. And then because they're drowning, they will try to jump to get out of it. And when they do that, they'll jump into the next one. And so they'll keep going up and up and up and up. Now, when they reach the top, there'll be another stream of water that pushes them over to the drop chamber, which is going to be right here. So, and that's why this ladder is going to have to go, because I can't have, oh, yeah, there's a torch there. That's got to go. The drop chamber won't work if there's a ladder. So you want them to drop 23 blocks. Yeah, we're almost up. 23 blocks, a 23 block drop will kill some of the zombies, but not all of them. And the ones that survive should have like half a heart left. And so that it should be just perfect for killing them. So there we go. Water right there. Okay, so there's water above us. So I got to check the height and make sure we're cool. We're at 53 right now. Now, my intention is this is actually where they're going to land. So they'll land at 32. I need them to drop from a height of 55. So I need to go up a little bit more. Oh, yep, there's a torch here. I may have just screwed up. There we go. Okay. All right. So they need to go up 2 more. And is this height correct? All right, so this is 55. Now the problem is I think I need to have a source block here that will push them. Okay. I know what I need to do. I think I need to go outside and add a couple more rows of blocks. To make the height work out right. I'll just put 2 more on here. And there was like an island there, and I needed sand, and that was like the only sand I could find for quite a ways. So I went and where'd it go? Yeah, right there. I leveled that off, and that was like, I don't know, 6 or 7 block high hill of sand mostly. So that's where a lot of my glass came from. All right, so now let's get, that's fortune. I need silk touch, which is this one. And we'll just take these. And the depth strider and the aqua affinity and respiration make this a lot easier. I'm just going to put 2 more rows on here. There we go. And we'll put some light blocks here. And, you know, just to kind of even it out, we'll do this. There, and that puts it just below the surface of the water. And these will go right like that. There we go. So we're almost done here. Very close to done. I may have to adjust the drop height to get it to optimal, but that should not be a problem. Okay, so we're at 55 now. That will be 56. Get rid of that torch and we'll put it right there. And what I want is I want a water source block over here. Actually, I don't even need a water source block. But I do need to fix this because I need it to end right here. There we go. So we're going to take some of these and we're going to go like this. And I got to count some blocks here to figure out where this is going to come out. So bear with me for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it needs to be 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, out of blocks. Good thing I brought a lot. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should work perfect right there. There we go. That'll help a little. Did I put a block there? I guess I didn't. So we'll put that there. And then we'll do that. And hopefully this will be just perfect. Yep, there we go. So now to keep them from going this way, we're going to go like this, so that when they come out of that rise chamber, they don't have any place to go. They'll get pushed over the edge. So that torch needs to go. Oh. There's one thing I got to do first. I got to double check the height. All right, now we're at 56, so I'm going to have to raise that bottom platform one more block, but that's okay, that's fine. Okay, dark. You want dark everywhere. Should have an X. There we go. So that was at 56. So I need to be at 33. So that's where the drop needs to be, which is fine. So let's see now. Put some light over here. And so they'll drop here, and I'll bash them with the sword and they'll die. Eventually, I will put a sticky piston behind here that will retract this block, and then underneath here will be a pit with water, so that if I see that there's a zombie villager in here, I can hit a switch that'll probably be right there, or actually maybe it'll be right here. It'll retract this block, they'll drop down, and then I'll flip that lever again. And so what'll happen is I'll get zombie villagers down here that I can one at a time cure and make into regular villagers. All right, so now I need to get rid of this ladder, and probably the easiest way to do it is this right here. And the torches have to go. And this is where it gets a little bit dangerous. It's not awful. You just have to be somewhat careful with how you do this. And hopefully I have dirt over here. I thought I had dirt over here. Do I not have any dirt? Ah, yeah, I've got some dirt. All right, so here's how you do this part. I may lose some dirt here, but that's okay because it's not a particularly precious item to me. And I may get it back when zombies start flowing through here, because they'll pick it up in the gathering chamber. And then when I kill them... Interesting. Now, as it gets darker in here, zombies may start spawning. Okay, I got to get all the way over there. Yep. But fortunately, how quickly they spawn is related to how dark it is. So as long as there's some torches in here, it'll mitigate their spawn rate at least a little bit. It's a little bit more dangerous to do skeletons because they can shoot bows at you while you're doing this. There are ways to do that too. All right. That is all of the torches. You don't want to leave any ledges for them to spawn on. So as you can see, it's nice and dark in here. This is the spawn area. They have to fall down in the water. There's no other place they can go. And I've designed the water flow so that where I'll stand, look at that, it's already working. Where I stand will mimic the direction they're going to go in. I got to go get some blocks to close that off. And that's also something you want to do. You don't want the water flow to fight where you're going to stand when you gather. Like if I had the rise chamber over there and the water were flowing in this direction, but I was going to collect here, that would make it harder. Basically, all of the zombies would be fighting the current. And by the same token, if the water were pushing them that way over and the collection or the rise chamber were over there, every zombie that fell would be fighting the current to try and physically get to me. So now the more I close this up, the darker and darker it gets in there, and the faster the spawn time should be. Okay, looks like it's working well. Now, like I said, some of them will die on the way down here. Like that. But some of them should survive, or, you know, like more than half of them should survive. And interesting, I'm not getting any of the dirt back. Huh. All right, we'll stand here a few minutes and see if we can accumulate some. Boy, they all seem to be dying. Okay, I made a slight adjustment. I raised it another level. The websites that I checked said the optimal spawn or drop height was 23. Apparently it's actually 22. That's fine, this will work too. And as you can see, just by making that one simple change, and we are right below water now, which is fine. Like if you look in there, maybe maybe not. Yep, there was water drips there. That's okay. So as you can see, there. Oh, I got iron. Nice. So this will be a good source of rotting flesh, which actually is a useful commodity when you're trading with villagers. Yeah. And so what we'll do is we'll put a couple row of steps right there to make it convenient to get up there, so I'm not jumping up there all the time. And now we have another EXP machine. Is that a zombie? See, this part is where it gets a little tricky because there's a zombie villager right there, but I am not yet set up for converting him into a villager. And I may also need to do one more thing. All that sand I was telling you about, that's what I did with it there. I turned it all into glass. Oops, I may have messed up. There we go. So now I can see them a little better. They still can't get out. And like I said, I will rework this at some point so that there'll be a lever here. You flip that lever, this block will retract, and the zombies will drop down, and there'll be water down there so that they don't die immediately. And then there'll be a channel in here that I can section them off one at a time and separate them and cure them one at a time. And then they will get, once they're turned into villagers, they'll get pushed over here, and there'll be another rise chamber, another water elevator that will take them up top, where there will be an artificial village that will produce iron for me. And I'll be able to trade with villagers, and it'll be a whole thing. But we'll do that in another episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you got some useful information about it out there. If you did, it would be great if you could leave a like on it. If you haven't subscribed, it would be even better if you could subscribe to my channel. And you can check out the Facebook and Twitter feeds. There's not a whole lot of information there. Over time, I'll eventually figure out useful or interesting things to put there, but for now, it's just kind of a placeholder. But anyway, thank you for watching. This is Arturio Emerys signing out.